More than 300 Nigerian schoolboys were released on Thursday after being abducted in an attack claimed by Boko Haram. The students arrived in buses at the government offices of Katsina state on Friday morning. Covered in dust, most walked barefoot. Some were wrapped in blankets. Just over a week ago, gunmen on motorcycles stormed the government science school in the town of Kankura and took away as many as 520 pupils, although the exact number is unclear.
Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy if I see my father and my mother and my junior brothers.
This boy managed to escape from the captors.
They have the guns, big guns. So they gather us and move us to leave the school. We just walk, we just move to the forest. When they ask us, when they tell us to wake up and starting movement, so I didn't wake up. I sleep under the tree, I didn't wake up. And I am praying, I didn't stand. And I am sleeping under the tree, I didn't wake up. They moved the others to go, but me, I didn't go anywhere. I am under the tree, I am sleeping. So they moved and leave me there.
Distraught parents waited outside the school for news during the week, whilst others protested outside government offices.
I have 3 children in this school. The eldest managed to scale the fence and escaped. He used the mobile phone of a resident of the town and called me on my phone, telling me there was trouble in the school and told me what had happened the previous night and that he hadn't seen any of his younger siblings.
Boko Haram, the brutal jihadist group behind the abduction of 276 schoolgirls in Chibok in 2014, claimed responsibility for the raid. In a propaganda video released by the group, a distraught teenager said he was among the kidnapped students. Experts are concerned that Boko Haram's influence is spreading from northeast Nigeria to the northwest. It remains unclear if all the abducted schoolboys have been released. Survivors of the Ethiopian government's attack on the dissident Tigray region have told AFP soldiers targeted civilians, contradicting claims by the Prime Minister, Nobel Peace Laureate Abiy Ahmed. Abiy launched military operations targeting the region's ruling party, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, in November. He claimed there were only military targets. But in Bisaba, a farming village home to roughly 2,000 people in southern Tigray, residents say soldiers attacked them on the 14th of November. Jano tried to escape the fighting, running with her eldest son, but government forces stopped them on the road.
They asked us who we were, and we said we're just farmers and elderly women, and we are stranded here. They told us not to leave because flying bullets can kill, and they came back again and said, "Get out," and separated the men from the women. They put the women behind and they killed all the men. We shouted out loud, but we were helpless. We stayed there with the corpses and left after 2 days.
Thousands have been killed since the conflict began, according to the International Crisis Group, and just over 50,000 people have fled to neighbouring Sudan. And people are going hungry. The coronavirus pandemic and a severe desert locust infestation caused massive food shortages before the fighting.
We abandoned the teff crop that we harvested and left. Hooligans came and looted it. We are still hearing that there are combatants in both directions. We are concerned about whether or not we can eat what we're harvesting now if they come back.
Furthermore, authorities blocked access to aid groups. Abiy's government said it will take the lead while coordinating access for outsiders, partly because of persistent insecurity. But the United Nations has expressed frustration because humanitarian groups still could not enter. Last week, the first international aid convoy arrived in Mekelle, in the capital of Tigray. The International Committee of the Red Cross said 7 trucks brought medicines and medical equipment for 400 wounded.
This is so exciting. The ICRC and Ethiopian Red Cross trucks arrive. So here we are in Mekelle.
And finally, as the world continues to reel from the ramifications of the coronavirus pandemic, vaccines are slowly being rolled out. However, for scientists in Gabon, the journey is only just beginning. Researchers trek into the rainforests of Gabon to find out how pathogens like the coronavirus jump from animals to humans.
We study bats in these caves because bats are suspected to be hosts for several pathogens, including Ebola. So apart from monitoring the viruses responsible for viral fevers and hemorrhagic viruses, we also monitor other viruses in these animal populations.
The environment here, which is hot and humid and filled with natural hazards, is tough for humans, but perfect for viruses. Here, the team catch bats in nets and take samples from the animals. The researchers stress that bats aren't the source of the coronavirus. Rather, it's human encroachment on their habitat which has brought the 2 mammal species into closer and riskier contact.